Hey, this is Dani, and the channel is You and Me Living Free, and I have a different kind of video today. I don't know if this will ever see the light of day, but let's do it anyway. This is just one of those silly things that I sometimes get myself into that I really can't believe. Let me just give you a tiny bit of backstory to tell you why I am going on a search right now looking for my poo. How did this ever happen? Okay, here's the deal. I'm back in Quartzsite. I've been going on little day trips for 2 or 3 days at a time sometimes, or a day at a time, and then coming back to Quartzsite. Quartzsite's kind of like my home base, and because it's familiar and it's comfortable. But I have been at Plumosa Road, and I've been exploring all the different areas there are to camp at Plumosa Road, because when I'm by myself, I have nothing to like pick up and take with me, like setting up camp and tearing down camp. There's no such thing for me. I'm not one of those people with an elaborate carpet outside and chairs and I just don't do that. Even when I cook outside, I usually leave all my stuff in the van and just cook standing outside. So I don't have anything with me. So here's the deal. This morning, I've been going to different spots trying to find some hidden gem, and I'm like, oh, then I'll drop a little pin there, and then next year I'll come back and I'll have this great spot. Anyway, I haven't found a spot that's better than the very first one I got when I got here, which was awesome. So I'm taking too long already. I'm sorry. This is already too much time for this topic. This morning, I'm leaving my campsite off Plumosa Road on BLM land. I'm heading to Blythe so that I can go to Starbucks and use their internet to upload a couple videos. I was very productive yesterday, edited and put together a couple videos, so I went to Blythe to upload them. Also to download a couple of shows on my Kindle, because there's a lot of downtime in the desert at night when the sun sets at 6 o'clock and you're kind of like, okay, now what do I do for 4 hours? There's only so many books you can read. Okay, I'm really taking too long. I'm taking off this morning and I'm thinking to myself, I remember thinking, gosh, it's so nice that I don't have a big setup and tear down. I can just go and I don't even have to come back to this spot. And then when I'm driving back today, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll even try a completely different BLM spot, like Dome Rock Road or something like that. And then as I think that, I'm like, oh no, I left my poop bag back at the campsite. So let me just briefly explain. I don't have a composting toilet or anything. I just use bags. And so if I go number 2 in Quartzsite, they have a landfill drop off that's really close to me, and I love it, but it closes for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So for 3 days you have to either, do what you'd normally do, like when I go get gas or whatever. Sometimes I'll drop a bag at the gas station or whatever, but most of the time I'll just store it up, keep it for 3 days, and then go take it on Sunday morning. Well, I had a poop bag, okay? And it was very, very secure. Everything is double bagged, and then I have like these big, thick, they're not for composting, they're for trash compactors. Anyway, they're extremely heavy, thick bags, and I put it all and I wrap it all in there and set it out, sometimes in a bucket, sometimes not, and just set it beside my van so that when I go to town, I can pull it in, obviously. And I left it. And I can't believe, because I have been for so long now, I'm so down on litter bugs, and I see litter everywhere I go, and it always breaks my heart, and I'm always trying to pick some up. And now I have left my litter bag. Now, this wouldn't be a big deal if I was camping in the same spot every night, or if I remembered where I was. Here's another thing about me. Whenever I go to the mall by where I live, which is very, very rarely, like literally once or twice a year, maybe. Whenever I go by the mall, just because I want to walk through the bookstore or go to meet a friend or something, I always park in the same area, because I have this mental block with directions and remembering where I parked, okay? So what I'm remembering is there was I know what road to start out on, but I don't know what road to go on after that. I'm going to have to go by instinct. I'll probably have to drive around a while. But there was a red truck with like a silver sort of camper on the back that wasn't too far from where I was. If I could find that. And then there were other people too, but I don't remember specifics. But I'm thinking hopefully if I drive up anywhere in the area, I'll be triggered, I'll remember, and I'll be able to find this. Let's go looking. Let's go looking for my bag of poo so I'm not a horrible person that leaves something like that out here. I just can't believe I would be that person. So we've got to find it. So here I go. My concern is that yesterday I was like on a mission. I must have driven around for 30 or 40 minutes looking for places. And so it's like everything looks kind of familiar. But I gotta find it. And it's also almost like there's more and more people getting here. I know RTR was a big deal, then they had the big tent, but it seems like a bunch of people cleared out. And now that it's a little later, a couple weeks after that, it's like filling up again. And I just went by the, this guy has a cow out here. I remember seeing that yesterday. I think I'm on the left side of it because there were some good spots around here. And then I thought, I don't want to be by these freaking cows because you know what cows do? They poop and then it stinks. Oh, isn't it all just related to my issue here, huh? Oh my gosh. Is that the red? I think that's the red camper van. Oh my gosh. I might be close. I might be close. Okay. Here he is. I think this is definitely him. I remember his solar panels, but I'm like on the other side over there. I've got to get to the other side. Okay, I'll figure out how to do this. I'm close. I can tell I'm close now. Victory. So what happened was my trash was still sitting there by the campfire and someone had come up and taken my spot. So I guess they just thought I was a terrible human being and didn't take away my trash. But it speaks to the fact too that this place is filling up again. And it was no one I felt like I'd really like to have for a neighbor. So I may go exploring some different area, but actually, yeah, I'm getting pretty hungry. It's been a long time since breakfast. So I'll just find a place out here on Plumosa Road. I'm going to eat and then we'll figure things out after that. Whew. I am relieved though. I'm not a terrible person. Well, I may be for other reasons, but not for leaving my poop anywhere. Mission accomplished. Anyway, hey, thanks for hanging with me for this little mini stinky adventure. Real van life. Like, I don't know. People say real van life, but like, this is the real stuff. Anyway, thanks for being here. I'm sending you a ton of love, and I'll catch you next time.